Hello everybody, this is Jessica and welcome to this little flash game. It's called Home. I've been wanting to play this a little bit because I saw it and I had this on my little list of flash games that I've been wanting to play, and I'm actually going to be able to play it because I had some time on my hands because I actually did what I was actually supposed to. Anyway, we're going to see how this goes and see if it's actually a good little flash game. I just skipped that entire thing. It's a peak of one of the worst winters in years, and warm fire is a necessity to survive. It's the peak of one of the worst winters in years, and a warm fire is a necessity to survive. Not too long ago, you purchased your own home on the outskirts of town. It's a nice change of pace from moving between inns all the time, but after so many days of returning to an empty and bare home, you feel slightly bored of the routine. Nevertheless, you keep on working. And now I'm this cool badass dude who's gonna go to work. Oh, I can push E. The fire crackles warmly. Thank you for letting me know that it crackles warmly. You spend the day tracking a beast that has been eating the local farmer's cows. You eventually track it down to the lair and defeat it, receiving several cuts and bruises in the process. It kind of reminds me when I was playing Witcher 3. I tried playing Witcher 1, but it's like the most weirdest type of gameplay mechanics I've ever tried to play with, and I haven't played Witcher 2, but I really want to finish Witcher 1 before I finish Witcher 2, and then I'm going to replay Witcher 3. I've been trying to do that with any game series that I've started at the very end of it or the middle of it. I try to beat the first parts of the series. You claim your well-earned reward and return home. Look at that Zelda sword I'm holding. You make a simple meal and sit next to the fire eating it. There's not much else to do and the day has worn you out. You go to bed early. Then I guess we'll just do the exact same thing. You escort a merchant carriage between two towns facing numerous packs of bandits along the way. I guess it's like bandit season in the winter. The long travel in the cold and frequent fighting is draining you, but you are given a good sum of gold and some food as payment. You return home exhausted. At least I get some free dinner for the night. Am I going to say that I'm going to eat more? Once again, you make a basic meal and fall into the chair next to the fire. You throw some more wood on the fire and go to bed. And then I continue on with my day again. It sounds like what I do for my life. Just get up, go to work, come home, do stuff, go to bed, get up, go to work. That sounds about like what most people will do. You work as a bodyguard and a guide a lord visiting a nearby town. Although he is accompanied by 4 of his own guards, he hired you for your knowledge of the area. The lord is an unpleasant man, but the work is better than destroying monster nests in swamps. While walking through the market, a clearly inexperienced pickpocket barges into the lord. Lard. He probably is a lard, probably a fat-ass lord. Don't just stand there, fools! Catch the scum and bring him back here! You pursue the thief through a few streets, but quickly catch up to him in a side alley and tackle him to the ground. The thief is a very young man, maybe still a teenager. Please, sir, don't kill me! I can't leave my brothers alone to fend for themselves! Please just let me have this coin in my life. I swear I'll never cross you again. I'm sorry, but I need to take back the coin. I don't want to get fired. You take the coin pouch back from the thief and tell him to run. He scrambles to his feet and sprints around the corner out of sight. You tell the lord you couldn't catch the thief, but they dropped the pouch during this chase. That scum deserves punishment, but I'll be merciful today. You at least got the coin back. That's what matters. Take half of it as payment. You may leave. Your work here is done. I don't think any lord will want their coin pouch to be half taken. I'm pretty sure he's take just a couple coins and go, or take the coin pouch and be hey, thank you, and just throw a couple at him. Soon after that, you return home. And now I'm guessing I go back to bed. Am I right? Yep. You practice some swordplay before once again going to sleep early. Aw, I want to party. You spot an unusual request on the notice board in town. A traveling alchemist is looking for a place to stay until winter ends. They're offering a hefty payment for this. You decide to take the quest and go to meet them. You enter the local tavern, and as stated on the notice, the alchemist is sitting in the back corner by herself. You show her to the notice, and she beams with joy. You're a lifesaver, thank you! There's there's not a hope of me getting my stock back home with the winter being as bad as it is, and none of the inns will let an alchemist because I'm apparently a hazard to the other guests. Don't worry, I won't set your home on fire or blow it up or whatever it is people think alchemists do, although I may need to bring a few of my own things so I can continue working while the weather has me cooped up around here. As she says this, she drops a sack of coins on the table. You're surprised the table can take that much weight. Return home with alchemists. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Like, most alchemists have so much money, they just, I don't know. It's things that people can't do that people pay a lot of money for, and alchemy is probably one of those things that people pay a lot of money for. And so we return home with an alchemist. Oh, look at this. Can I do anything with this? Nope. I guess I'll talk. Can I talk to you? Yes. Thank you for letting me dump my stuff in here. Besides, this place seems like it needs more life to anyway. You really don't spend a lot of time here, huh? Can I talk to you more? I guess not. I guess we'll go to bed. Well, the alchemist help you make some dinner, and the two of you sit next to the fire to eat it. You both talk about work and weird people and places you've encountered as a result of it. For the first night in a long time, you spend much of it laughing and talking cheerfully. You're surprised when you realize how late it is. You help the alchemist unpack the last of her belongings, and after showing her to her room, you head to bed. Can I talk to you again? Morning! Heading out this early? Here, take up these with you. They're much better than those mass-produced potions you've been using before now. She hands you several vials of healing potions and medical bandages. Is anything new with this? Nope. I can't even talk about the fire anymore. You take a job as a courier for a nearby townsmith, delivering weapons and armor to the city. It's a long work, and tracking through mountains of snow to get from town to the city just makes it worse. After returning from the deliveries, you go to claim your payment from the smith. As you enter the shop, you see a smith talking to his daughter, a somber look on his face. When he sees you in the doorway, he urges his daughter to go upstairs. You can tell from here that she's unwell. Her skin is now white, and she seems to be breathing slightly heavily. She rushes upstairs at her father's urging. Welcome back, friend, the smith says, smiling warmly. You're here for the payment, I assume. Just give me a second while I find the pouch. While he searches for the coin pouch, you think about the daughter, feeling worried. Ask about the daughter. You mention how his daughter seemed unwell and ask if there's any way you can help. His expression darkens for a second before returning to his usually jolly smile. No, there's no problem. She's caught the flu, it seems. Nothing serious. He hands you your payment and binds you. I'm going to bind you with these chains and keep you here because you know what happened to my daughter, I guess. It seems like I just what my mind went to. But bids you farewell. You return home, worried about the smith, and it's his daughter. Can I tell you about the daughter? Welcome back. I hate to ask this, but do you think you could help me make some potions later tonight? I have a very big batch order I need to fill tomorrow. Don't worry, they're only basic ones. I'll show you how to make them. Sure, why not? You spend the night helping the alchemist make batches of potions of various kinds. You learn a lot about alchemy in the process, and you place a box of new potions in the alchemist's carriage outside. You remember the smith's child and ask her if she's able to cure illnesses. According to her, if the sickness hasn't advanced too far, then it's usually possible. You clean out the leftover ingredients in an apparatus while talking about the day's work, and then go to bed. You're heading out. I'm going to in a few minutes. Thanks again for your help yesterday. Without you, I wouldn't have had time to even eat or sleep last night. Turns out we even made slightly too many potions, so here, take the extras. You take the extra potions and bring them with you. Yay! Got the extra potions. You end up passing through the same town as yesterday and way home from a monster hunt. You hear a crowd of people shouting and cursing buildings over. You think it might be coming from the smith shop, and you run there instantly. There's a mob of townspeople outside the shop trying to break the door down. Among the shouts arose, you hear what some of them are saying. She'll turn soon. The longer she lives, the more danger we're in. You must kill her. There's no chance for her. The majority of the mob seems blinded by rage, shouting some much worse things. Kill the demon! The child must die or we'll all die. You thought you could hide her affection from us? Do you want to kill us all? You approach the mob and a few of them turn toward you. Adventurer, the smith's daughter has been infected by a demon. It's only a matter of time before she becomes an abomination herself and kills us all. You can help us, yes? Please kill the child and the smith if you have to, and you can keep everything that's in the shop and we'll even pay you for the work. So I'm gonna say we have a way to cure her. You explain there's a way to cure the child. Some of the townspeople realize how hastily they acted on their fear. A small few keep trying to break the door. The calm townspeople restrain their enraged friends, probably their attempt to make up for their mistake, and you rush into the shop. You tell the smith you're here to help and you know a way to cure the daughter. My apologies, friend, but I don't think I can trust anyone right now. My own neighbors just tried to murder us, some of them using weapons I made for them personally. As he says as he looks to his daughter, who's hiding behind the counter. She seems barely conscious. The smith sighs and picks her up in his arms. I have no choice but to trust this isn't some trap. Lead the way. You and the smith bolt out of the house and don't stop running until you get home. You can hear the townspeople fighting amongst themselves in the distance. Even I think that meant to say eventually, but because I don't see that. That's not evenly. Yeah, it's supposed to be eventually. Anyway, eventually you reach home. You tell the alchemist what happened. She gathers all the necessary supplies and asks you and the smith to help her. For what feels like hours, the three of you work to make potion, antidotes, and medicine. As you near the end of your stock of supplies, the child's breathing calms, her skin regains its color, and she falls unconscious. The alchemist wipes her brow and takes a deep breath. That should do it. She'll be as healthy as ever by tomorrow. All she needs now is rest. Whoa, my throat just burned so hard right there. Ow, why? The smith falls into a chair, sobbing with joy. Thank you, friends. I have no words to express my gratitude. Whenever you may need, I am forever in your debt. Aww. I love when friends are helpful to another and they get, like, the things you do can make the best friends. Like, you might not, I don't know, you might not think you would be friends with this person, but you might help them and you might find out they're like the coolest person in the world, and that's the best feeling. Like, to find someone who you can really relate to and you could share like that initial bonding that you've helped them or saved them or whatnot. I don't even have a home to return to now. I couldn't stand to look my neighbors in the eye again. At least some of them realized the error of their ways thanks to you. You tell the smith that they can stay here as long as they needed. Does your your kidney has no limit. Does your kindness have no limit? That's twice now you've saved us. We'll find a way to pay you back, I swear it. The three of you clean away the supplies and equipment and put home back the way it was. Can I talk to you? I'm glad we could help her. I imagine she'll be perfectly fine by the time you arrive home tomorrow. Yay! Thank you for all you've done, friend. I think I'll stay up and watch over her for tonight. At least she's healthy. He stopped talking to the smith about his daughter became infected. Apparently the two came across a lesser demon while out in the woods and managed to cut the child before the smith cut it down. He tried for days to find a cure himself, fearing that would happen if people knew of his daughter's illness. His fears were eventually realized, and that's when you came along. You talked for a bit longer before eventually going to sleep exhausted. The smith stayed up all night watching over his daughter. 'Cause that's what a good dad does. Good morning. You leave for work, I assume? Good luck out there. Once my daughter wakes up, I'll find a way to continue working my craft. I have no intention of just being a freeloader here. Can I talk to the daughter? Still sleeping. Okay, good thing she's still sleeping. Hey, looks like he stayed all last night. I even told him countless times she'll be fine, but he refused to sleep. Well, of course, a good dad will always care about his daughter. Anyway, good luck in work today. Here, the usual. You take potions and bandages. At least I have a way to cure myself each time I go outside. Let's go out. You take a job defending miners from the monsters lurking in the dark, winding tunnels. At the end of the day, you use some of the alchemist's medicinal bandages. You can practically feel your wounds vanishing. You collect your reward and return home, curious as to how the smith's daughter is doing. Oh, she's awake. She's woken up, as you can see. She seems to be full of energy too. If only she wasn't so shy as to keep it all bottled up. It's a relief to see the two of them safe, though consider what they went through, things would have been a lot worse. Can I talk to you? Dad says you saved our lives. I don't know how to thank you for something like this, but, thank you, friend. We're in your debt. That's what Dad would say, right? Did that sound okay, Dad? I think they understand, sweetie. Even a grown man like myself can't find the words to thank them for what they did. You don't need to worry about something like that. Can I talk to you? She woke up a few hours ago, more full of energy than ever. I also picked up some things in town so I can continue smithing to some extent here. Only some basics. I need to use the nearest town smithy from time to time. The alchemist says she could look after her while I'm out. My daughter is a bit shy around new people, but in time she'll certainly warm up to you both. At least she's okay. Because you never want a little girl to die. I always get sad when I see, like, zombie movies with, like, kids in it. I'm like, aw, poor child, she wasn't able to survive. The four of you talk about various things for the night. The smith's daughter remains mostly quiet by her father's side. Occasionally, he throws a question in her way, attempt to get her to open up some more. She still seems awkward in a new environment. It seems like she'll need some more time to settle in before she can feel completely comfortable around you and the alchemist. The smith's daughter goes to sleep early, and you and the others follow suit in a few hours later. Good morning. I just finished a gift for you. It should help keep you safe in your back. Your back is to the wall. It gives you a masterfully crafted dagger, complete with ornate carvings and indentations. I have more than where that came from. I look at it as my way to saying thank you for everything you've done for us. Now about your daughter, your Smith's daughter. Good morning. Please stay safe. Oh, at least she said good morning. Hey there, here. You know the drill. She hands you some potions and additional bandages. Come home safe and try not to get too cut up out there. You don't want to terrify the poor child. Hey, mwah. I love you. You take a job gathering boar pelts in the woods. You don't know what exactly anyone needs boar pelts, but you don't really care as long as you get a reward. Although the wind and snow makes the work uncomfortable, it's an easy day and you turn to the pelts to collect your payment. You arrive home earlier than usual. Welcome back! Dad's out to the smithy in town, but he'll be back later on. The alchemist had been looking after me all day. I don't mind it, though. She's funny and really friendly. I've been learning a lot about things about potions as well. Oh hey, you're back the way earlier than usual. The smith isn't even home yet. I've been looking after the little one since he left. I feel like she's opened up a lot as well. She's been taking an interest in alchemy. I taught her making some basic stuff and she's taking it pretty well. She has talent. She also been asking a lot about your work. I think she'd like it if you talk to her about it later on. I'm pretty sure she would too. Adventurers are just cool like that. The three of you talk by the fire. The smith's daughter is clearly more comfortable here after spending time with the alchemist. She asks you about your adventures. You tell her about some of your more interesting jobs. Her eyes are wide with wonder while you talk about the monsters you've hunted, the people you've met, and everything else that comes into mind. The smith arrives home. His face lightens up when he sees all of you. The four of you stay up talking cheerfully through the night. Eventually, you force yourself to go to bed. Aw, I want to talk to everyone for a long time. Good morning, friend. I trust you slept well. It's amazing how quickly she opened to both of you. I guess it all thanks to the alchemist. I wouldn't have thought she was so good with children. Anyway, good luck out there. Good morning. Come home safe, okay? And also, when you get home, do you think you can show me how to be an adventurer like you? I know it's dangerous for my age, but at least I want to know how to use a sword and keep people safe. You tell her you'll teach her if she's okay with her father. Really? Thank you. I'll ask him as soon as I'm finished helping the alchemist. Okay, let's talk about the... Okay, hey, good luck out today. Looks like she wants to help me out with the work from time to time, so... She really has taken a shot in the whole thing. While talking, she hands you the usual potions and bandages. Well, you should have my child, because you're hot. At least to the pixel form you're hot, I guess. Look at those boobs. The day is once again unremarkable. You hunt some animals and gather some meat for the village while the local hunter is unwell. You take your payment and return home. Hey, babe. Hey, welcome home. Thanks to the little one, I managed to make enough stock for the day that I can actually relax for once. You're asking why I'm still holding this potion? Honestly, I don't really know. Habit, maybe. Welcome back. My daughter's been telling me how she wants to learn to fight. This might surprise you, but I have no problem with it. She should know how to defend herself someday, so why not start young? My only request is that you use these instead of steel weapons. He gives you a pair of finely carved wooden swords. I made them earlier after she first asked me about learning. They should make things a bit safer than swing those 3-foot razor blades around. Really? I don't know. I'm just gonna swing this out. Go get out of my hand! Yeah, it's gonna go out well. Malcolm says so said he'll let me learn to use a sword. We start? We can start tonight. You teach Smith's daughter some of the fundamentals of defense and swordplay, evasion, distance, angles, and striking. The concepts don't come to her naturally, unlike alchemy. She's clumsy on her feet and is easily flustered, but she refuses to stop until she's made some progress. After a few more hours, she is already better than when she started. She's a bit better at staying at the safe distance and is slightly more confident with her footwork. You can call it at that for the night. She has much to learn, but she clearly has the drive to keep improving. The smith and the alchemist sat nearby and chatted the whole time. After you finish training, the four of you eat dinner and talk amongst yourselves. You go to bed afterwards, promising the smith's daughter, Duigdur, that you'll train with her every day you're able. Okay. Good morning. I don't think I've ever seen my daughter enjoy her so much as when you were sparring with her last night. In fact, since we've been staying here, she's been happier and more energetic than usual. All the more the reason for me to be thankful to the two of you. I'm glad I can be helpful. Seems like she's about to start practicing again already, though. She's only woke up. How much energy does that child have? As per usual, take these. You take the potions bandages. When I was a kid, I always had the most energy, and I was always running around from one side of the room to the other. Stay out there. Stay safe out there. Morning. I'll be practicing some more while you're out, so I'll even better by the time you get home. Come home safe. Of course. Babe, before you give you a kiss. There we go. Before I give you a kiss, that's a good thing I remembered. You spend the day hunting a monster that has been eating the village's crops. You track it down and defeat it. Any injuries you take are quickly remedied with the alchemist's supplies. You take a payment and set off home. As you trudge through the wind and snow, you realize you've been looking forward to returning home each day, something you haven't felt in a far too long. You don't know how much longer this winter will last, or if the others will choose to live somewhere else once it ends. You would gladly let them stay if they wanted to, and something tells you they might end up doing just that. That will be the choice to be made much later on, though. You approach the front door and realize right now the only thing you really care about is that you're home. Yeah, everyone should have a place where they feel at home. Like, it's never good to have a place where you don't feel like it's your home, it's just a place to stay. Everyone should have a home. And I like this story. It was cute, and I enjoyed it. It makes my heart all fuzzy inside. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down. And if you want to tell what makes home for you, then post in the comments. That'll be great. It's nice to see what makes home for people. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. Bye.